go out, leave the porch light on. Because I like feeling like someone's waiting up for me.
I am here with I Fight Vampires, and we were at the Tap House. They just played a show. And did you have fun?
I did. I'm really tired. I've been awake since 7 a.m. I did an art show and then came straight here. And then I played 2 sets in a row because I played in the second band too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So the art show, like, did you say you played the art show or?
No, I was helping my wife. Yeah, she was selling art in at the public library in Suffolk. Yeah, it's super dope.
That's awesome. That's Jasmine knows art, right? That's her.
Jasmine knows art.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. I know it's kind of like...
Yeah, it's like, it's a little bit like all the words together. She's going to have art at the show that we're going to be doing together at the Riffhouse on May 30th. So you can check my band Fortisse out and I Fight Vampires. So let me ask you this. You just put out a record with all your old stuff, right?
Yeah.
All your old demos?
Yeah, so I got a tape out that's called Decade of Demos. It's stuff I put out from like 2013 to 2023. I also have a record coming out that's my 2 first releases, but it's going to be on vinyl, but I don't have them yet.
So when do you think you'll have those? That's like the magical question, right?
Yeah, so actually they told me they were going to ship them in a couple days. They're coming from Canada, so it'll probably take like a week or so. And then, yeah.
So are you going to have any kind of like a release party or anything for it?
I'm planning on doing something, but I got to figure out the lineup and all that shit and venue, and I haven't worked out the details yet.
Okay. Yeah. All right, well, we'll look forward to that. That'll be exciting. That's awesome. Having something on vinyl is like that like tangible thing that'll last for a long time.
Exactly.
You pass down to your kids and all that kind of thing. So let me ask you this. Tell me about some of your influences. What I really noticed listening to your stuff. So I'm kind of old, and I guarantee you I'm probably way older than you. But like I was a 90s kid, and I was listening to a lot of like emo bands and stuff like that. And your stuff it's kind of reminiscent of like Captain Jazz. And it really like it takes me back to like that time, like no lie. And I listen to like Hippie Love Party and kind of like gives me that similar feeling, like both of whatever you guys are doing. It definitely like of the bands that I've heard around here, it reminds me of that and all that like little intricate guitar stuff that you guys do and everything. Are you a fan of Hippie Love Party?
So yeah, Hippie Love Party is cool. They're younger than me. Also, they're super chill kids, though. I love playing shows with them. They're probably one of my favorite local bands to play with. You hit the nail on the head. I don't know. I like Captain Jazz and shit. I just like loud guitar music. Like, I know you said you're a 90s kid. My brother was born in 1980, so he's like 12 years, doing math, older than me. But because of that, I got to listen to a lot of shit he listened to growing up. So I cut my teeth on a lot of Smashing Pumpkins and all that kind of stuff. And as I got older, I checked out like Dinosaur Jr. and just loud guitar music. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm a super fan of all that Dinosaur Jr. and everything else. Do you like Screaming Females? Because her stuff reminds me a lot of like Dinosaur Jr.
Yeah, I love them. I haven't listened to them in a while, but I know they played here like back in 2017, I think. And yeah, they're super sick.
Yeah, they're awesome. She's just so great on the guitar, and it's awesome to just see like other females doing music and just like being awesome and being in like the top whatever 100 guitar players or whatever she was voted or something like that. So that's cool. So do you have any like tours planning? Have you ever toured, or would you consider touring? Or
so I have never gone on tour. This whole project, the whole like 12 years I've been doing it, it's just been in local shows. I want to go on tour. I'm kind of an awkward person. I don't know how to network, and I just haven't like sat down to make the. I'm also busy. Like I don't know. I'm kind of tired all the time. Like it's like I get home. And I just don't want to do anything, but I do want to go on tour.
Okay. Yeah. I gotcha. So have you always been like playing by yourself? Have you ever played with other people, or have you ever considered it or against it?
So for this project, it was kind of like a weird exercise in like self-esteem, I guess. Like I had gone through some like tough shit, and I felt really, really bad about myself, and I had played in like some metalcore bands back in like 2010-ish, and I'd been out of those for a few years, so it was just kind of like a personal thing. I would definitely be down to play with people in the future for this project, but for the most part, it is just kind of like a personal thing. So I just mostly just stick to myself. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I saved those flowers you picked, well, more like weeds. But I still cherish them, 'cause there's good in things. If you look hard enough inside a darker place. And these things, they still suck, but I couldn't give a fuck when I'm with you. Yeah, these things, they fucking suck, but I couldn't give a fuck. Fuck!
Yeah. Well, you're playing with Warrington also, so I guess that kind of gets that out of your system if you want to play with other people in that like camaraderie or whatever, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, outside of this, like you said, I play in Warrington. I also play in a doom band called Houseplant.
Oh, okay.
We haven't done a whole lot, but that's another kind of like outlet I have. Yeah.
That's awesome, Houseplant. I like the name. That's cool. So what Houseplant, like what if you were to describe what Houseplant sounds like, what is that like?
I'm not sure, because we have a lot of like influences. Like I listen to a lot of like my dad like showed me like old Black Sabbath and shit, but we were all into just loud shit and also just like doom and stoner metal shit. So like Boris, for instance, Sleep, Sun, just droning and yeah, that kind of shit.
Cool. I'm a big fan of all that stuff too. I'm from South Florida, and like the bands like Torch and all those bands from down there, those are like my friends and my Cavity, and those are my pals. So I'm all about that stuff. Just I was saying I wanted to go to the Melvins show tonight, but I couldn't do $45. Like it would have been awesome. I love the Melvins and Weed Eater but
absolutely.
It's a lot, but maybe one day I can have like a press pass. I could be like official, like my friend Dave Allison. He's official in the custom made music, getting passes and stuff. I'm just a lowly YouTuber with a channel. but maybe one day. But anyways, so do you have like a dream band that you could play with? If you could play with any band like ever, what band do you think that would be? Dead or alive?
I'm not sure. That's really fucking tough. I don't know. I like a lot of stuff. Like you said, any kind of like older emo band or whatever kind of, I like the band cursive. So like playing with them would be sick. I mean, playing with Captain Jazz would be amazing. American Football, Dinosaur Jr., Smash. I don't know. It's I don't have a definite answer, unfortunately. It's kind of wait. Actually, no. Shit. Fuck it. There's a band called Asian Kung Fu Generation. They're a Japanese rock band. They've done a lot of like anime songs or something, but they're one of my favorite bands. They're super sick.
Nice. I have to check that out. I like all that stuff too. That's cool. And you mentioned cursive. I love cursive. And that it's funny you said that because I was going to mention that band also when I was like, oh, you kind of, some of your stuff also remind me of cursive. Domestica, that record was like, I don't know, hands down. When I listened to that record, it was just like, it like took me to another planet. That record is like just everything, the words, like just everything, like the intensity, like the dynamics. Yeah. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Domestica is sick. My favorite album is The Ugly Organ. Like, that's kind of, my friend showed me that way back when, and that's how I got into a lot of, like, Saddle Creek record bands and stuff like that. So, like, I learned about that and Bright Eyes at the same time, so it was, like, kind of a gateway band for me.
So, as far as music and, like, mental health, do you feel like has music helped you at all with your mental health in any way, shape, or form? And what would you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, music is catharsis. Like, just being able to write how you're feeling, being able to go out and see other people, like, talk about how they're feeling, yelling, hitting guitar strings, just, like, you know, you could have a bad day and play music, or even just, like, listening to shit. Like, that's what it's all about, is just, like, letting it all out, with being expressive, kind of getting in touch with what you got going on inside, even when it might be kind of scary or upsetting.
Yeah, I have to agree. I say that music saved my life. If it weren't for that, like, you know, I don't know where I would be, but it definitely helps me get the things out so you don't, like, you know, break things or, you know, hurt others and all that stuff that you don't want to do. But yeah, that's awesome. I think a lot of kids these days too could definitely use that, you know, just getting into music and stuff like that. I've been trying to, like, pass it on to my kid for that reason. Nice. Do you have any kids?
I don't. I don't plan on having any either. Just, I don't know, just how me and my wife feel about it. I don't know. But I'm always happy to see kids get into music, though. That's one of my favorite things, is just seeing younger people getting into shit that I like, or just it doesn't even have to be stuff I like, but just something that, like, you know, gives them a reason to wake up in the morning that isn't just a job or, like, the shitty stuff that's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Something that, like, can take you away for at least for a minute, you know, that you can kind of, like, create your own world. That's what I like about it. And not have to, I don't know, you just kind of, like, be yourself. You could dress however you want. And the other thing is, like, the community aspect of it is, like, making friends and people that might not believe what people at your office or whatever like just I don't know, I'm a mom and stuff like that, but it's like your mom friends, but then it's like that's part of why I started doing this too, is like be able to talk to people and meet people and network and like force myself to like not be as awkward as I normally am and just kind of like make friends. I haven't lived here for that long. I'm from South Florida, so this is an excuse to do it. So I don't know. Anyways, is there anything that has I guess help you get past I don't know, like not being like depressed or as awkward, or I don't know, something that any advice to others, I guess, that maybe are in a bad spot?
I mean, again, music, just finding something you like to do, having people that you can trust, even if it's just like one or two people, just like having someone you can lean on or talk to that you feel comfortable with. But also just realizing, like, everyone gets one life or whatever. So like, it's important to just do what you want that makes you happy. And that's a big part of it, is like, you get caught up in so much shit that's going on, and it can be really hard sometimes, but just like trying to, I don't know. I'm rambling now, but like, no. Seriously, just like, finding a hobby, friends, anything, realizing that just because shit's bad and other people out there are bad doesn't mean everyone is. I think it's just important to realize that. Yeah,
and not afraid to be yourself, and just kind of like being comfortable in your own skin. Yeah. Sometimes even in older age can be hard, but the earlier you can learn that, I think the easier life will be, Yeah. So.
No, for sure. I mean, for me, like recently, because I'm in my early 30s. So like for me, like kind of like getting past, I felt like I was stuck in kind of like a very similar rut from when I was a teenager to pretty much most of my 20s. But then once you get past that hump and you just do shit for yourself and like you start buying clothes you want to wear and like, dyeing your hair, just doing shit for you is important.
Definitely. I feel like if you don't do that, whatever it is, playing music or art or however it is that you want to dress, or the friends that you want to have, if the more you like suppress that and do what you think other people want, the more that more unhappy you are. I find,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up because it's kind of getting late, and I think that he's had a long day. And our cameraman, he took 2 Benadryl and passed out before we came here, and I harassed him to come here. So, I'm just kind of let everybody go home and go to sleep. So.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all coming out here. Like, seriously, thank you so much. I appreciate you being flexible because, I mean, again, it's kind of hard to schedule shit sometimes, so just coming out here while I'm doing this means a lot to me, so thank you.
Yeah, man, I would have gone in, but like I said, we had band practice and then, everything else, but I'll definitely get to see you guys May 30th.
Yeah. I'm super stoked to play the show. It's going to be super sick. Again, come to the show. Lots of great bands playing, great vendors. We're going to be talking about community, getting together, all that good shit.
That's right. We have White Beast, and we have 30-Minute Nap, I Fight Vampires, Tibetan Sky Funeral, and Fortisse are going to be playing May 30th at the Riffhouse, 7 p.m. Be there or be square. Peace. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Even if you went to bed, I won't be mad. I just like these small affirmations that that you care, that you're thinking of me. Even before you go to sleep, even before you go to sleep. Thank you.
Bye.